Hi, everyone. It's Tracy Evans from Dreamwinds here again with another graduate spotlight. This conversation is all about highlighting our graduates and what they're doing with their equine-assisted learning training, and to give you a real look at what this work can really look like and it can become. So I'm excited to have today. I have Carley Davis here from Stride to Wellness. Just introduce you. Thank you so much, Carley, for joining. If you want to just introduce yourself and tell us where you're calling in from, that would be great.
My name is Carley, and I'm from Barrie, Ontario.
Awesome. So up in Canada. By the way, everybody, it's still January 2026, and we're all in some snow, north and south. So it's an interesting winter we're all
Oh
having.
yeah,
So thanks again so much for
yeah.
joining us, Carly. I'm excited to hear about the programs you're running. I know you've been a graduate now for just over a year, right? Or coming up on a year.
Yeah, coming up on a year.
Okay,
I think
perfect.
3 months out or something. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, excellent. So tell me a little bit about before certification. So what did life look like for you? What were you working on? And what first drew you to this work?
So before my EAL certification, I was just finishing my degree in counseling psychology, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to continue my schooling
Mhm.
and take like a little gap year. And I wanted more experience working and helping others, but I had no idea where to start. I've been around horses my whole life, and soon after my degree, I got hired at a place called Mainstream Therapy to be an admin assistant. And after a few days there, talking to people, talking about ideas, the thought of maybe doing something with horses and helping others came up. So I talked to the connections that I had, and they sent me a link to Dreamwinds. And when I looked through it, I thought it was just exactly what I needed to do.
Amazing. Fantastic. And when you think about, you've completed your certification and I know you've started some programs. So tell me a little bit about who you serve and who you're working with.
So at the moment, I'm mostly working with clients who have developmental disabilities, anxiety, a bunch of other things. I do it through mainstream therapy. So I put a little bit of a therapeutic twist on my stuff, which has been really cool, really fun. And, I've been using a lot of exercises such as the end of your rope.
Yeah.
That's been a great one, especially for people who may be a little bit anxious about coming up with their own ideas or taking control because it's usually one on one. So, I'm holding the other end of the rope and, I'm letting the client decide what they want to do.
Right.
Right. So that's a cool one. Blind Man's Adventure has been really cool as well, especially when I have couples in because
Mhm.
it's very much a trust building communication exercise. So yeah, and I modify a few for the one-on-ones, but I mostly just use the exercises as learned. So
Love it.
it's been great.
And I love you're able to use that as a foundation for a therapeutic program because when I think about our exercises, they're all behavior modification based, which ultimately, in order to thrive, we often have behaviors we need to adopt or change, and being able to see where our mental health challenges might be affecting our behavior can create some really good change, I would imagine, in your clients. That's awesome. So, can you
Yeah.
share a moment? Is there a program or a moment that you want to that you can share that really kind of helped you see the impact of the work that you're having, like a favorite story, maybe?
Yeah, so I had someone out one time who's actually the owner of Mainstream Therapy. She is scared of dogs, horses, everything. So she said to me, "You know what, Carly? I want to come out and meet the horses." And this was, I think, our third weekend. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna blindfold you." And it took a lot of building up. We
Of
started doing
course.
the exercise without a blindfold, and then one with her eyes just closed, no blindfold. And then finally, with the blindfold on, we were doing the exercise where you pick something up in the bucket, go through the course, and then drop the item in the other bucket. And at the time, I didn't have my like little toys and stuff to go in there, so I just put my word dots in there.
Oh, perfect.
And she went through, put her word dot in there, and the word dot that she put in there said trust.
Huh.
So when she lifted up her blindfold and looked at the word trust, and I saw the word trust, it was just a lot of emotion and a lot of happy emotions because through those weeks of spending time with the horse and being horrified of them, I mean, like, couldn't
Right.
even,
True
like, she
fear.
came to the paddock with me and she like ran out of the paddock and the horse was started walking towards her. So it was just very beautiful to see the impact that these exercises can have, even on things like fear.
Love that. That's amazing. And you know what is amazing as well is when you help somebody overcome a simple, what we would consider a simple fear, like a fear of a horse or an animal, it can affect everything in their life. All these things that they thought they couldn't do, all of these things that might hold them back. It can be a really significant breakthrough. That's amazing. Great work. So as you think about what you thought about when you were considering your certification, do you have any advice for someone who's looking to certify? What would you want them to know as they're deciding on that? And is there, what do you wish you'd known in the beginning? Maybe even it'd be a fun question.
I think something very important before going into it is looking at the connections, support, and resources that you have.
Mhm.
And then also talking to a lot of people, right? Finding somewhere as well that not only teaches the theory of what EAL is, but the hands-on experience, seeing how it impacts others, and of course, how to build a business from, well, nothing. You're starting from the beginning, right? So also knowing how to advertise yourself and network to others. And going back to the connections, I find that it was very important for me to really put myself out there, talk to different farms, talk to different equestrians, and make those connections and find people who also believe in what I believe in. And when you find the right connections, you can really make things work, even if you don't have your own horses or your own farm to use.
Absolutely. That is great advice. Yeah, definitely. Looking for those certifications that'll provide a robust program, but also lots of support. And then really reaching out to your networks. And your networks are going to be what drive you going forward too. I mean, always, as you know, in our marketing sessions, we're always like, it's all about the network. It's all about relationship building and partnering with your community, which you've clearly done with mainstream therapy, which is amazing. Love that. So looking ahead for you, what are you excited about? What's coming up?
So right now I run all of my programs out of SJD Equestrian in Innisfil and Barrie,
Okay, yeah.
which is great. Susan Duncan's been great. Her horses are amazing. And one thing that we're looking forward to in the summer is maybe holding some more team building workplace groups. So opening it to more of the community, not just the therapeutic, but
Right.
workplaces that want to have a team building day, things like that. So we're going to be looking into that. We're going to be doing some summer camps as well at SJD. Yeah, so we have a lot of different things that we're planning for the spring and the summertime, and it's really exciting.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. So how can people get in touch with you? I'm going to share your website and your social media handles.
Yeah, so all of my social media handles are just Stride to Wellness
Excellent.
on Instagram and Facebook. And then I have a little spot on the SJD Equestrian site. So if you go to sjdequestrian.org, you can find everything you need. I have a little page. It shows my pricing, my contacts, everything that you need to know. And if you're interested in the equine therapy part of it, you can contact me at Carley at mainstreamtherapy.com.
Fantastic. And I'm just so proud of you when you think about you're not even a year in and you've already established all of these relationships. You've got your programs running and you're helping people real time. It's all up from here. I'm really thrilled for you, Carly. Great work.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for joining us today. So if you need, if you're in the Barrie area and you'd like more information, you'll see at the end of this presentation that we have all of the contact information for you. Be sure to reach out to Carly. Thank you so much, Carly.
Thank you.